fallen angels, secret societies, politicians, and ancient mysteries. You may not think these are all connected, but they certainly are, and these videos prove it. But even more than that, Jesus specifically warned us that these things exist and are coming. And I pray that you will be on the right side of that warning when that day comes. This isn't actually the real leader of the USA. This is Art Del Cuto of the National Border Patrol Council, but the organization that he follows is playing a massive role in world affairs. We have to call things out for what they are. Freemasons follow the occult. This is not some men's fraternity and these guys can be Christians. They swear oaths that they shouldn't and mix other religions in everything that they do. The Bibles that they read from proves it. They're full of teachings from false religions and false idols.
This old Bible was printed in 1812.
1812, but the first name is 1797.
It was found discarded in a dumpster in Aiken, South Carolina. An evil speaker cannot lie hid. Along with a trove of documents.
The nation's oldest Mason succumbs at 93.
I'm going to show you what's inside, and maybe you can help me put the pieces together.
Cleopatra? Cleopatra is an Egyptian reference.
Babylon,
Nebuchadnezzar,
the wisdom of Solomon, the purported wisest man on earth,
the wisdom of Jesus, the son of Sirach,
aka Ecclesiasticus,
uncertain author,
the grandfather of Jesus. I studied about my whole life and never heard none of this, dude.
Baruch, history of the destruction of Bel and the dragon cut off from the end of Daniel.
Daniel is a book with a ton of end-time prophecies. Bel, that's another pronunciation of Baal, a pagan god, a symbol for the devil, and who the is the dragon.
Not every politician or person who works for the government is a Mason or part of these secret societies, but it's undeniable that these forces have been at work trying to destroy America for a long time. Pierre L'Enfant did the initial design of Washington, D.C., and he was a Freemason. This was denied for a long time, but back in 2011, some Freemasons looking through their archives found documents of him requesting to be part of the Freemasons on April 3rd, 1789. Freemasons and other secret societies are known for hiding truths in plain sight. They feel that this can clear them of the wrongs that they do, which is also why we have such a strange design on the back of our dollar bill.
On the back side of the dollar bill, you'll find the Illuminati pyramid. What is all that about? I'm going to ask Jordan Maxwell.
Let's start with the annuit coeptus. Annuit coeptus is Latin, meaning our enterprise or our project is now a success. What is the project? Novus Ordo Seclorum, which is novus, meaning new, ordo, order, the new order. Seclorium is the word secular in Latin, meaning the world, the new order of the world. You will notice that there are 13 layers in the pyramid. There are 13 letters in annuit coeptus. There are 13 stars above the head of the eagle. There are 13 berries and 13 leaves. There are 13 arrows. There are 13 stripes. Everything is done in sequence of 13 except the wings, which are 32 and 33 of the 32nd degree and 33rd degree of Freemasonry. The 13 is said to be an unlucky number because it represents originally Jesus and the 12, because Jesus and the 12 12 are the basis for a new order of the world. It's an unlucky number, we're told, because you're not supposed to use it. There's quite a bit of symbolism on the dollar bill here. The right-hand side of the $1 bill, you'll see at the top an owl. The owl is a occult symbol used by the Bohemian Society and the Illuminati in general. It is used as a symbol because it sees things in the dark, and that's why it's wise, implying that our political leaders are seeing things in the dark. They are aware of many dark things which are going on, and that's why they're wise, and you're not.
Michael and I
have been in the news a lot lately. Neither of them are saying anything about being president, but I do find it weird that they're being pushed so much in front of the public eye recently. Here's a throwback to when Obama was with these 4 other presidents, all who have been to Bohemian Grove or are part of some sort of secret society.
You were both in Skull and Bones, the secret society.
It's so secret we can't talk about it.
You both were members of Skull and Bones, a secret society at Yale. What does that tell us? Not much, because it's a secret. Is there a secret handshake? Is there a secret code? I wish there were something secret I could manifest. 322, a secret number? There are all kinds of secrets, Tim.
You know anything about the Bohemian Grove?
I worked there.
What did you see?
A lot of things that I cannot talk about.
Wow.
Please be careful, okay?
This is Monte Rio, a small town right outside the infamous satanic owl-worshipping cult, the Bohemian Grove. But the question is, what are the locals nearby seeing?
You guys know what the owl is?
You don't know. Probably not a good place to be going unless you know what you're doing. My father was in.
Bill Clinton's been there, George Bush has been there. The next president is always decided there before it occurs, but that is a rumor. Before the Grove happens, you watch a bunch of limos with high-end hookers come in. They hit up all of the locals on where they can get drugs every effing year.
Do you think they're burning kids out there?
I think they have. They have that cremation of care. They burn a child in effigy for the ancient Sumerian god.
You been in there?
Worked there.
What did you see?
I'm not going to talk about it.
You try to get in there, bye-bye.
It's weird that these people have to join these clubs or groups to get to the highest levels, and it should be called out because we don't need people who are part of secret societies to be running our nation. These next videos might seem like a 180 from the previous topics, but they are certainly connected. I bet this entrance can be publicly identified, but that doesn't mean that there isn't some crazy stuff going on underground. There have been a lot of reports and testimonies from people who have seen the tunnels or have worked on deep underground military bases, and they claim that they are all connected. If we're hearing stories in mainstream news like this, Tom Brady sparks outrage by cloning his late dog, then certainly what the elites and secret high-level government individuals are doing underground and at unknown bases can be hardly even imagined, which is why when videos like this are published, yes, it may be fake or explained in some other way, but without a doubt, this type of stuff is going on. If they're publicly speaking about cloning dogs, then just imagine the cloning and mutations that they are actually secretly testing. The colossal company is in the process of trying to clone a woolly mammoth, and in 2019, China jailed a man who was gene editing babies. Again, this stuff is all connected. The fallen angels who came to the earth in the ancient past were messing with the genetics of human beings, creating giant offspring and hybrid animal mutations. It really appears that we are seeing Ecclesiastes 1:9 in full effect. That which has been is what will be, that which is done is what will be done, and there is nothing new under the sun. We'll see how the Bible connects these ancient evils with the modern times after these next few videos. Even Jesus himself warned us about this. But first, isn't it interesting that we are seeing knowledge increase, even on evidence from the ancient past that was previously unknown?
2023, an incredible video was captured by photographer Dmitry Liashev on a flight over Yakutia, revealing a seemingly endless long wall. Following the release of this footage, scientists began scrutinizing the images and concluded that the wall was man-made. The wall extends to the ocean, continuing beneath the water. Surprisingly, no one had previously noticed this wall, prompting bewilderment among scientists. Interestingly, Soviet scientist, architect, and occultist Ludwig Mavrikovich Heinrich, who visited a secret Vatican library in 1920, discovered a book referencing this wall in Yakutia. The wall spans several hundred kilometers. Speculation suggests that the Russian government prohibited aerial photography over the area, and in March 2024, a drone operator filming the wall was arrested. Presently, the government is striving to eliminate all online information related to this wall, leaving its nature shrouded in mystery.
It's almost as if we're seeing the fulfillment of this prophecy in the book of Daniel. But you, Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book until the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall increase. History has been hidden and covered up. Hundreds of reports of bones of giants have been found in the past that ended up at museums never to be seen again, or destroyed, and for what purpose? Well, to cover up the truth of the Bible. But again, knowledge is increasing, and we are seeing into the ancient past more that these fallen ones were very present back then, and that may be what this next hidden figure is.
On this wall, this is limestone. This is calcite crystal. So this entire section of the wall, this part here, and this part here, is all huge single slab of limestone. I mean, calcite crystal. Yeah, alabaster. Yeah. Wow. You see that? Yeah. And the calcite crystal. Wow. Mafish, who's going to show us? What about your flashlight? This one's better. Yes. I know. You thank you. All right. So he's going to show you. Okay? Yeah. No statue. Okay. Yeah. I know. Okay. Let's see. Okay, you see the figure? Whoa! You see the belly button and then the arms? Yeah.
We know it's not just Egypt, of course. We see the same structures around the world between people who allegedly had no contact. They were all building pyramids, had similar stories, and had impossible structures. The fallen angels were teaching and deceiving humans to lead them and future generations away from the truth of God by their impossible archaeological feats and false God stories.
So here, sound comes back. Why it sounds like a bird? Don't ask me that, because we don't know. But this is really impressive. Experts from different countries, experts in acoustics, I have come here to study, to try to know how this is possible. They leave the country.
Jesus warned us that this is coming again in the future. But as the days of Noah were, so also will the coming of the Son of Man be. What do we see in the days of Noah? People living in sin and calling it good. We saw the fallen angels and their giant offspring, their animal hybrid creations, and their teachings corrupting and ruling over many of the people on the earth. Maybe that's what we're starting to see again today. These secret societies are trying to tap into this fallen knowledge by following these false gods and their teachings. Well, Jesus gave us another warning about this and the times we're heading into. There are only two options here. You can either look away from Jesus to any other way and be completely caught off guard and cast into hell, eternally separated from God forever, or keep your eyes on Jesus and following him and his word and find the only way to God and salvation. Here are those two ways told to us in the words of Jesus. Watch therefore, for you do not know what hour your Lord is coming. But know this, that if the master of the house had known what hour the thief would come, he would have watched and not allowed his house to be broken into. Therefore you also be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at an hour you do not expect. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his master made ruler over his household to give them food in due season? Blessed is that servant whom his master, when he comes, will find so doing. Assuredly I say to you that he will make him ruler over all his goods. But if that evil servant says in his heart, my master is delaying his coming, and begins to beat his fellow servants and to eat and drink with the drunkards, the master of the servant will come on a day when he is not looking for him, and at an hour that he is not aware of, and will cut him off in two, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.